Hey everybody, welcome to another CJ podcast series. Today I'm going to talk about how to develop employability skills utilizing MindTap. My name is Scott Erdine. I'm a criminal justice online program chair. I'm also a state trooper and been very fortunate to have over 20 years experience working in the CJ field. I still work as a state trooper today, and I use MindTap in as many of my courses as possible. And some of the reasons why is because they really develop employability skills, and some of the assignments and apps and programs they have there are fantastic that I love as an instructor and my students love and employers love. So we're going to talk about some career writing exercises. We're going to talk about writing skills builder exercise. We're going to talk about the Questia app and the PathBright app. So we're going to click right into it today. And this is a career building scenario called You Decide. This happens to be in chapter 18 of the criminology book. It talks about community corrections. Every single chapter, just about, in every book that has MindTap has some type of assignment like this. These are great assignments. They're real-world applicable assignments that apply right to the CJ field. It forces the student to look at a scenario and then make a decision. The nice thing about this is once they make that decision, then they're forced. I'm just going to click screens here, and I'm going to go to the Justify screen. And then once they make a decision, then they're forced to justify that decision. So then once they have to do that, they go in here and they have to explain why they made that decision, and they have to talk about certain aspects from the book and the scenario and how it applies to real world and real life. And these are great examples to show students what's out there. They can talk about these examples in interviews. They can talk about how they talked about community corrections, restorative justice, probation officers, revocation hearings, caseloads. They can talk about all this stuff that they were doing in class. So it's a great assignment for that. We also want to take a look at something that's called the writing skills, the writing skill builder. We're going to click on that. And this is a section in MindTap that allows students to practice writing. It talks about the different parts of writing, how to write, the main points, the reasoning, all that kind of stuff. It walks them through it. It gives them several examples, and they can do several attempts. And they can really take a look at how to improve their writing skills. The nice thing about this is that it gives them several times to practice, and then it critiques it. I'm just going to open up another screen real quick. It offers suggestions and ways to improve and how to do things, and they type it in here. It gives them some feedback, and then it ultimately gets submitted to the instructor. So then the instructor can take a look at it and really see the improvement that the student has made over the course, and then the instructor can give further input and further direction on how to even improve even more. So the Writing Skills Builder is a great exercise in every MindTap book and every MindTap digital product. It's a great way to help build those writing skills. Next, I want to take a look at what's called Questia. Questia is a great app. It's right down here in the MindTap system. Comes with every book and every course that has MindTap. It's a great online library and research paper resource. We force all of our students to go into here, look at topics, and let's just type in maybe community policing. We type in community policing, you're going to see how it brings up a ton of articles, brings up almost 5,000 books, almost over 750 academic journals. These are the two that we focus with. You could also do informal or relaxed research where they can look at magazines or newspapers. And if you want to stick with if you want to do formal APA or MLA paper, and you want to focus on books and journals, these are the two that we tend to focus with quite a bit. You can also minimize or shrink down the results by adding in certain keywords. Maybe you want to add in race relations or different programs or something. And as you add in keywords, it narrows the focus down, so it's very easy to search through. The nice thing about Questia is that every single article, every single book or journal in this online site has already been scrutinized. It's already been judged and evaluated. It's already been deemed very academic and quality. You're not just going to get some random thing off the internet. The last thing I want to talk about is PathBright. PathBright is a fantastic new app that MindTap has launched. PathBright is something where the students create a free account, and that account stays with them for the rest of their life. They can put in different projects, different assignments, different presentations that they've done, and it creates a portfolio for them. They can show the students, or the students can show the employers what they've done over their course. There's been many different studies have been out there, but it's shown to increase student retention, and it's shown to increase how they reflect and how they process and how they combine and categorize all of their work. And what's nice about this is that they're able to really highlight all their great work throughout their course, and not just one course, their entire program. It increases their average grade, and it keeps them retained, and it keeps them thinking, and it keeps them excited just to see how they're progressing. If you have a student who's brand new and they're put in their first 1 or 2 research papers or projects in here, and then they're down the road a year or 2 or 3 later and they're wrapping up their degree, you can really see the progress, and they can see the progress and how well they have done over time for that. So it's a great tool to really highlight to employers on the projects that students have worked on, and something that they can just bring in and say, look how I've progressed over time, and here are some really key projects and key research papers that I've done and key presentations that I've done. So a nice way to bring everything together in a nice portfolio. The last thing we're just going to look at is a quick slide here on just wrapping up here some other podcasts that are available. And if you have any questions about who your Cengage rep is, or if you're looking for a particular podcast, or looking for a particular CJ solution, or you want to know more about MindTap, here's some great resources for you. MindTap has been a very successful product for us. We love it as instructors, we love it in the CJ field, and our students love it. So it's a win-win for everybody. We've been very happy with this product. Thanks everybody, have a great day.